Okay, so concerning the um, Laura Brooks, Brooks and Knight families, their children being harmed on the bus in Whitehall, we are calling the superintendent of Whitehall City Schools and the sergeant for the Whitehall Police Department. We're going to see if we can't get some answers. Calling the superintendent first.
You have reached the voicemail box of 614-668-4186. Phone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, this is Jeremy Dieter with Unite Ohio. Right now you are recording this message live on the air. What myself and our organization and our affiliated organization and all of our listeners and the citizens want to know, we have quite a few questions. We understand that Friday's tape has been released. We have the details of the tape, including timestamps. We want to know why that hasn't been, why this other evidence where the bus driver stopped at his house to get the ties and smacks Jordan in the face. None of that's been admitted into court. We want to know why. You guys have had this information that long. You guys have had the hard drive. You told me, Dave Hossman told me that the tapes only record for up to 3 days and then it overlaps. And now we're being told that the police are going through weeks of video. So we would really enjoy some clarification, but what we really want is to know that you guys are standing by this family, that you guys want to help this family as much as the community does, that you also want the new evidence on the new tape to be released to the prosecution and have the prosecution moved from Whitehall like the police are doing. The families want to know that you have their back. The families want to know that you're supporting them, and they also want a copy of the videotape from Friday. And what I'm asking you is if this was your child and your family, would you want that videotape? Because we know we would. So you can call me back and you can reach me at your earliest convenience. Please call me as soon as possible. This is Jeremy Dieter, spokesperson for Unite Ohio, and we are waiting on an answer. Thank you. Well, the school's not answering. Let's try the police department. Do we have their number available? And then we're going to maybe call 10 TV. I'm not sure yet. It kind of depends on how this phone call goes. What we're trying to do is there has been a tape released today, but only released to the prosecution. The families got to see it, but they're not allowed to have a copy, even though they have the video from the day before. And they're being told that they're being told a lot of things. They're being told a lot of different things, and none of it seems to be true. It seems to be very contradictory. As you guys heard, I was told by the superintendent that the tape overlaps and it only holds 3 days worth. Well, if that was the case, how was the tape released today? Because they have the I'm sorry, how was it, why was it released today? Why, if they've had it the whole time? Why? And then that's also been repressed, where he hasn't even been charged with smacking Jordan in the face and stopping at his own house to go grab a strap to tie the kid's legs down. Can you guys believe this guy is facing misdemeanor charges? Can you believe that? We're going to release the phone numbers to Whitehall City Schools, Whitehall Police Department, all of our local media, and we want everybody to call. Sometimes that's all you can do is make a phone call. Maybe you can't make it out to the food drive. Maybe you can't make it out to make sure that Miss Lisa's flag is still flying. Everybody's got work. Everybody's got life. Make some phone calls. Maybe that's all you can do, you know? So please call these people and let them know. As a community, we're not, this isn't acceptable. This guy did all of this to these kids, and he's walking away. He was never arrested, and he got misdemeanor charges. And now we're finding out that there's even more, you know, with the new tape and everything. So this is incredible. Let's go ahead and give the Whitehall Police Department a phone call here.
You've reached the office of Sergeant Dan Kelso. I need her out of the office. We're away from that.
This is the officer that's been in charge of the whole thing.
After the tone, please record your message. When finished, you may hang up to deliver the message or press pound for more options.
Hey, Officer Kelso, this is Jeremy Dieter, spokesperson for Unite Ohio. We are live on the air as I'm leaving you this message. We want to know a few things as a community. We realize there was another tape released today. We realize that it has more evidence on it. Basically, we want to know that you guys are protecting this community, that you're protecting these families. That's what we want to know as a community. We understand that the police are the driving force behind moving the prosecution from Whitehall to Columbus, and you know, maybe we can have some appreciation for that, but we need to understand what all is going on, because there's evidence that's been repressed. There's, you guys said that you were looking over more film. The superintendent told me that there was no more film to look over, that the tape overlaps and it only records 3 days total, that you guys wouldn't even be able to look back in the tapes. So we're getting a lot of conflicting things. We want to know who is standing up for the community, who is standing up for these families. Why are they not admitting this new evidence, and the police and the state pressing more charges on this man? And how is it that it's not a felony? We understand the way that the laws are written. We also have seen the video for ourselves as Unite Ohio. And we want to know, you know, and we've heard the descriptions. We've heard the descriptions of this video. So we want to know, you know, this is incredibly egregious, and we want to know where you guys are on this. What's going on? So if someone could give me a call back, I believe you guys have my number. Just give us a call at your earliest convenience. Thank you, Sergeant Kelso. Not a real big surprise that no one can be reached. That's okay, because I was given the number to dispatch to. So, and if there's any other numbers that we can find to call to get a hold of these people, we will. And all of these numbers that I'm calling will be releasing.
Division of Police. If this is an emergency, press 0. All other calls, press 1. To reach the police dispatch center, press 1.
Yeah, dispatch will do.
Final, please. Liechtenstein.
Yes, this is Jeremy Dieter, spokesperson for Unite Ohio. You are live on the air. I tried to call Sergeant Kelso and was not able to get a hold of him. Do you know who I can speak to in his stead? This is concerning the school bus driver in Whitehall there.
Okay, one moment.
All right, we might actually get someone. Busy. Talk to him. We've got 10 TV calling. Yes, we will wait. We're going to get answers for this family.
Sir?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, he has left for the day. I can put you in his voicemail if you'd like. He'll get a hold of you tomorrow.
We already left a voicemail, so I appreciate it.
I can
And
do.
all right, I appreciate your time.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. Well, that's all we get there, huh? No one wants to talk to us. Imagine that. Everybody's trying to make sure they look good. That's okay. See if we can just try the school one more time. Dave Hausman, Hausmann, Superintendent.
You have reached the voicemail box of 61466844186. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
It's Jeremy Dieter, spokesperson for Unite Ohio. We are live on the air again. Tried to call the police, tried to get a hold of you so that we can get some answers. I was told, and everybody knows, that if it is an educational record, the parents are allowed to get it. These tapes are educational record, as I was informed by Mr. Hausman. Why are the families being denied the tapes? We are going to go ahead and start campaigns, since we can't reach anybody, to reach out to you using the community. We're going to let everybody know where they can reach you, how they can reach you. The community wants to know what's going on. All of a sudden, the families can't have the tapes, and these charges haven't even been pressed from the most recent tape. So this is unacceptable. We feel like we're being misled, that somebody may have been disingenuous in this process, and we really don't even concern ourselves with that very much, just as long as we can find justice for these families. And we want to know that you are helping us, that you're helping us as part of our community. Somebody please give us a call back, because these parents cannot be denied educational records on their children. That is illegal. Someone is breaking the law, and we want to know who. Give us a call. All right. This is only day one, people. Day one. We can make phone calls every day. So can you. All right, we've not been able to get a hold of anybody. So if you would like to reach the Whitehall schools, the phone number is 614. We'll also be releasing this in print or type 614-417-5141. Let me get that down for everybody. And the number to the Whitehall City Police is 614-237-6333. If you want to contact Sergeant Kelso, you can reach him at 614-246-7418. He is the officer that has been assigned to this case since day one. It's important to give him a call. It's also important to call the schools. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what they need to hear from us. If you have a child and they go to a public school, anything, whether it's videotape or it's what the teacher writes down in personal educational record concerning your student, how they behaved that day, anything. There's all kinds of actually really interesting stuff in there. About yourself too. You can get your own educational record. If it's on educational record, it doesn't matter what it is. The parents have access to it. They're telling these parents that they don't have access to the videotape that shows more abuse on Friday. This was video we didn't even know about until today. So honestly, here's the deal. He's a bus driver. There's a handicapped child. He's severely autistic, can't speak for himself. The bus driver sees that he's kicking, and trust me, this has gone on all year, but this is the incidents that we know about. So he goes to his own personal home and goes inside and gets a belt and comes out and ties the kid's legs to the chair. When he does that, he shoves Jordan against the window, and you can hear her head thud against the window. Now, that was all on the video that we had seen. Now we're seeing that he smacked Jordan in the face, had her sitting on his lap, running his fingers through his hair, telling her that he was sorry. And that's why the little girl never reported any of this, because she's 6 years old. And she thought that, if he said he was sorry, even though he was doing it every day, if he said he was sorry, then it made it okay. So she never reported it to anyone. He smacked her in the face, and you can see her in the film go like this, and it hurt her. I have no idea how this isn't a felony. I have no idea. They said that because it's not a felony because it wasn't very harmful. It didn't create a harm, like where she had to go to the hospital, I guess. So I guess you can smack kids around, and you're going to walk away with a misdemeanor. He was never even arrested. You see a problem with that? You think maybe there's something corrupt happening in Whitehall? You think maybe the prosecutor, and this is what we found out, between the prosecutor, the police, and the superintendent, they all know each other, and they tried to handle this in-house. They used initially the officer to take the report is the officer that sits in the school. He's friends with everybody in the school. He's going to try to keep these people out of trouble. There is so much wrong with this case. And as it keeps going on, we keep finding out more and more and more. As we spread his information out to the community started, and this hasn't happened before in any of our campaigns, the community started to come back and tell us, hey, that guy he dated my mom. And when I was a kid, he was beating on me. And one lady said he was either a landlord or a maintenance guy at an apartment complex where she was a tenant, and he was a real creep. He would always show up when her husband was gone or boyfriend and tried to act like he needed to replace a filter. It was so bad it got to the point she wouldn't even answer the door. This guy is all around scum, period. And if you watch this video, you and your family, you're scum. Christopher Lidostansky. You're the dregs of our society, and we're going to make sure we do everything we can. We're going to be there on your court date on Friday. Chris, will you let the press know we're going to be there on Friday? Okay, good. The press is also going to be there on Friday. We are going to have people from all around the community that have never even been part of Unite Ohio. That's what you did, you grimy SOB. It ends up bringing good people together because they see evil people like you doing things like this to children, and they're not going to stand for it, not in their community. Give a damn what the rule of law says. They want to say it's a misdemeanor? Fine. We're going to take your name, your face, and your information, and we're going to put it out there for the entire world to know what you will never be. You're not fit to be here, and we're going to let everybody know it. Even if the system fails us and you walk away without being arrested and you walk away with just misdemeanors, make no mistake, your name will taste like dirt coming out of everybody's mouth, even your own family members, and you deserve that. We have seen the video. This isn't out of character. You're sick, and your family is sick for defending you. Make no mistake, you know who I am. You know my organization. You're damn well aware of us. But you'll see more of us on Friday. And we'll continue to call these people. And we'll call them live on the air. Every single chance we get. We want answers. These families want answers. This community wants answers. And we're going to get them. Make no mistake. Prosecution being moved to Franklin County, that's a start. But with all the cronyism going on, how in the hell can we trust you guys? You've botched the investigation from the beginning. He's not even charged for the assaults that are on Friday's tape. This isn't justice. This isn't right. Make it right. That's what we demand. This is our state, not yours. It doesn't belong to the police. It doesn't belong to the schools. It belongs to us. And we're going to show you, and we're going to let you know. We stand up for our own, even if you don't. Unite Ohio. Make no mistake, you come across a problem like this, any problem at all like this, even unrelated, we got your back. But especially, you mess with a child in our community, we're going to make you famous. We got the tools to do it too. People supporting us, good people, not just from around the state, from around the nation. Because they want to make sure that kids are safe from folks like Christopher Lytostansky, you know? You evil bastard. I can't believe you would even defend yourself. There is no defense. You beat children. You beat them. You know? There's more that I haven't released. There's more that Unite Ohio is still being quiet about because they're in the legal process. You know? Trust me, it's worse. It's worse. But listen, to the Ohio communities, Unite Ohio's got your back. We need your support. We need you to make the phone calls. We need you to send the emails. We need you to contact everybody. Basically, what you're doing is you're just making your phone call, right? This is your part. You call Channel 6, and then you call the school or the police station or all of them. That's all you're doing is you're making a phone call. Hey, I'm part of this community. I've heard about this case. What is going on? What are you guys doing? How is it that you have educational record that you're not going to give up to the family? That's illegal. You know, there are many lawsuits that can come out of this. I mean, a lot. And, you know, we're the people, you know, we're just the regular normal folks. So, you know, when the justice system fails us like this, fails these kids, you're damn right. The community is going to come out, and we're going to come out in force. We're not going to stand for this. You people are ridiculous. You're letting him walk away with not even being arrested for smacking this child, tying a severely autistic child to the bus seat, you know, throwing the one little girl. She's 6 years old, for God's sakes, and she's so sweet. She forgave him every day. Every single day she forgave him because he said he was sorry. He beat on her. He had her hold her arms in the air. Her bus ride home is over 2 hours, and she had to hold her arms in the air the whole time. He did this more than once. Don't you want him off of your streets? Don't you need him the hell off of your streets? Can't we tell the courts and the justice system that they need to do right by this, that they need to get his ass in jail? That's not asking too much. This dude doesn't belong on the streets with us. He should never be given an opportunity to be around children again. That is not too much to ask. And we're demanding it. You don't do right, we will. It's just that simple. Unite Ohio is here to take care of our own communities, our own cities. And if you don't, we will. Make no mistake. People are ready. The communities are standing up. Unite Ohio. Thank you.